Shalom, I give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Quadash, like give double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, salutations to you sincere brothers, pushing his word out across the four corners of the earth. This is an article from RT.com, and the title says, Trump would vanish from history and U.S. would be defeated, says Iranian leader. And this was published on May 23rd, 2018. So by the title, Trump would vanish from history and the U.S. would be defeated, that's pretty much the Iranian leader. That's biblical prophecy leaking up. And this is Job 20:5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short. The wicked, according to the scriptures, is the so-called white man, known as Edom, Esau, or the Edomites. So the triumphing of the wicked. So they praise in the land that they get here in America and all across the four corners of the earth. That moment is going to be short due to biblical prophecy. The scriptures say that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. Jacob represents the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which comprise of the 12 tribes of Israel. It's going to be a turning of powers. Verse 6, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him should say, where is he? Here's the point. He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he should be chased away as a vision of the night. So this so-called white man, all his power structures and all of his power that he has right now, cause Yahweh Ba'ashem, let him rule the earth for a certain amount of time, all that's going to be done away with, and it's going to fly away as a dream, So let's get to the article right here. It says, Iran Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has said that Iran would defeat the U.S. if Iranian officials did their duty and that U.S. President Donald Trump would vanish from history like his predecessors. There is no doubt that the Americans will be defeated, provided Iranian officials fully perform their duties. Khamenei said in his first public comment since U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo listed 12 demands for Iran on Monday. Khamenei also said that the U.S. had no excuse to quit the 2015 Iran nuclear deal, adding, you see how easily they can cancel it, according to Iranian state television. And just by history alone, these other nations should know, first and foremost, how America, which the so-called white man represents, he's not a man of his word. Just take from history how he did the so-called Native Americans who are from the tribe of Gad and the so-called Seminole Indians who are from the tribe of Reuben. How he got them to sign peace treaties and he broke every single last one of those peace treaties. So he should know by alone from that fact alone right there that this so-called white man is not a man of his word. The Iranian leader said that the U.S. has always wanted regime change in Tehran, but that America would be defeated if they tried. On Monday, Pompeo laid out 12 basic requirements for Iran to abide by if it wants to keep its economy alive. The list of directives include withdrawing from Syria, ending support from Houthi rebels in Yemen, and promises to never process plutonium. Tehran must also allow unqualified access to all nuclear sites in the country. If Iran fails to comply with Washington's list of demands, the U.S. will impose the strongest sanctions in history, Pompeo warned. And that's just the nerve of this so-called white man. He goes in other lands and try to push his democracy out on that land, but he's not even concerned about his particular land that he's in. It shows how a devil he is, which is the devil is a deceiver. All right, so this is Isaiah 14:11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. So that pomp represents their arrogancy, their pride. Esau has his chest pumped out right now, and rightfully so, because the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. He has the fatness of the earth and everything. So that's his blessing right now. So thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. That represents his democracies, all his different philosophies that he pushed all across the four corners of the earth. His religions, the media, all that's going to be brought down to the grave. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. From a physical standpoint, look at the infrastructure of America. You have the bridges decaying, a lot of the buildings are decaying, all type of potholes in the streets. You know, America is physically falling. You know, it's decaying. And another spiritual aspect of that is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's prophets going out there proclaiming the word and letting the people know that America is going to get destroyed by nuclear fire. We part of those worms too. We going out there and we pretty much breaking those strongholds, and we letting people know the judgment of America. Our Lord and Savior Yahushua, he's going to get in on America too before it gets destroyed. So we represent that worm as well. And just to prove that point, this is Jeremiah 51:14. The Lord of hosts hath sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men, as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. Those are men that crying out loud, spare not, lift up their voice like a trumpet, man. Those are the prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, known as the elect of the scriptures. So they're going out there prophesying the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, letting the people know, letting our people know as well that America's going to get destroyed. Once America gets destroyed, the so-called white man and other nations are going to slavery. We going out there and we making that shout. So you look up that word shout in the Hebrew, it's pronounced as hadad. And the definition says a shout, cheer, shouting, shout of the foe. A foe is known as an enemy or opposition. So let's let us know that we are enemies of Rome, aka America, because America is Rome all over again. And that's why when they came against the prophets in the Roman days, they gonna come against us in this time, because that's why it says in 2nd Ezra 16th chapter, for there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Those are the prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua sending that shout out. And just to prove that point, how that shout is very significant, this is Ezekiel 9:4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So those are the prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua crying out loud to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua for all the abominations that are done in the midst thereof. From America, all across the four corners of the earth, where this white man has been ruling. And we bring that out through the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, through his holy scriptures. So with that, I hope you all are edified. Let us give all the glory again to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, the abundance to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you sincere brothers. Shalom.
You'll undo all you've accomplished to achieve your freedom. There'll be British troops, martial law, investigations, trials. Some of you could even be hung. You, for instance.
If God is willing. But we are doing his work here.
That's blasphemy.
You dare talk to me about blasphemy? With my dead Joshua on the cross, crucified by that handmaiden of Lucifer? You think God is white? No. He's as black as I.
Oh, what rubbish.
And the mark of Lucifer is on them.
Can't say that. There's no black and white in heaven.
Black and white together, never.
That's what you do, not your color, that matters.
Please, old man. Her ladyship made me whip him on the cross. I beg you. I beg you, lordship. Cut me down.
The light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine.